good, we're live. Cool. I planned it that way. So like the title says, for you who love health and making better money than at a pyramid scam or a job. So I'm going to wait a minute for someone to gather before I get started. And we got our first person. Hi, Kim. Hi, Trisha. Hi, Leslie. So what's going to determine if I keep this video is if there's going to be any engagement. So feel free to engage me, challenge me, ask questions, and so forth. And I'll just go ahead and get started. So, health. It's an intrinsic desire because without any, we're dead. Even people that don't consciously love health, they have to have it on some level or they're dead. So, 10 years ago, I got started with this whole health journey, knowing nothing about it, but I loved learning. So I was anxious to learn. I was also very motivated in the beginning to make better money than at my pyramid scam job that I didn't have. So I got started on that learning curve. My girlfriend at the time from 10 years ago invited me into a business, a Beachbody business. I said no. 3 months later I said yes, because I saw that she was having lots of success, and I knew her. She wasn't, the testimonials and the infomercials, you always wonder, they got to be full of shit. They're over-exaggerating or something just isn't right. But this person I actually knew. She was my girlfriend. So that was a big deciding factor for me. It's like, okay, this is as real as it's going to get. I'm getting in after 3 months of saying no. So I got in. And I started, worked my ass off. In my spare time, thankfully, because I was very busy doing other things. It took a couple of years, 2.5 years. And I could fire my boss or call off the job search. And I've been doing this ever since. That was 10 years ago. And it's all about Facebook and being unreserved and unabashedly myself. So what are some interests that you have, those of you that are watching? Because I don't want to do all the talking. There's a half dozen people on here so far. So what are some interests that you have that make you, you? Anybody can type anything they want. And if this turns out to be a really boring video, I'll delete it, so don't worry. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Bonnie. Kimberly, Trisha, Leslie, Paulette, Bonnie, Michelle. Nutrition. So you love nutrition. Good. Somebody is there. I love nutrition as well. I didn't until I started with this. So here's... Okay, this is a good one, Trisha. I'll lean on this one for a little bit. But nutrition has a lot to do with health. In fact, I think it's even more important than exercise. And if your nutrition is really great, then exercise is going to be better anyway. Hi, Beverly. So that's really cool. So I love learning about food stuff, nutrition, health and nutrition, healing, medicinal purposes of food. I make it a point to learn something new, just something small and digestible each and every day. And then I teach it. And I teach it on Facebook and YouTube and, make a video and put it out there. And I do that about once a day or whatever. You do that every day for a year on any topic matter. You're going to know a lot about that topic matter. And you just did it in little digestible bits and pieces at a time once a day. You do that every day for 10 years like I have so far. You're going to know a lot about something times 10. So what that does for a person is, well, first, if you have a home business like I got the Beachbody thing I signed up for, learn and teach something every day. You start to become an authority figure to varying degrees in people's eyes. And there's a lot of credibility with that. And people suddenly want to join your team. And then what it also does for your own personal education, my personal education, I knew nothing about nutrition when I started. But the fact that I've been learning a little bit of something every day and then teaching it, because teaching it is, like learning is when you take it all in. Teaching something is when you digest and absorb it. That's when you really learn it. So you do that every day for 10 years, then you know a lot about it. So learning and teaching every day, two purposes. One, it builds you up as a credible, authoritative figure. And two, you become kind of an expert in a way. Like, I'm a layperson expert because I have no degrees or certifications in anything. But if you don't have a home business, then it's not going to make you any money. And that's important. So I have a home business. I love learning and teaching every day because I like learning, and also it makes me money because I have a home business that's related to nutrition, health and fitness and all those things. So I love doing that. I really do. It's great. And people that don't even want to do this, they still get value and benefit from stuff that I share with them, that I teach. And a lot of people that never wanted to sign up with me, they've shared my videos because they got something out of it, and they figured, yeah, my friends will probably like this because he's showing some really cool stuff. And so their friends see it, and maybe some of their friends will sign up with me, and that happens. It's pretty cool. So the fact that you can be in a business like I am, where I'm constantly learning and teaching every day, putting stuff out there for free consumption. There's no, you have to buy anything. It's free. I've got over 2,300 videos. 2,300 some odd videos so far, and they're free. And people can consume all this wealth of information about nutrition, about food, about exercise, about healing, all kinds, about money, about all kinds of stuff, and it's free. They don't have to sign up for anything or buy anything. It's all out there. So what happens is some of these people that see it, they're directly interested and they sign up with me, they become a coach with me, and we do it. And then there's a lot of other people that have no interest in ever signing up to be a business owner or even to buy product, but they really dig the shit out of the stuff that I create. And they share it with their friends, and maybe they got a friend that's like, holy crap, that guy Tom, this is really cool. I'm connecting with that dude. I organically vibe with him. Oh, he's got a business. Oh, I'm going to sign up with him. So it's been probably most of my enrollments that I've ever had, if not half, maybe most, I don't know, somewhere in there, have been like non-direct connections because I have a friend, no interest in being a business owner with me. They didn't want to buy my product, didn't want to do anything. But because my videos are free and they're great, they share them with their friends, and now they got a friend that was connected to me that way, and now they want to do this with me. So that happens a lot, and that's pretty cool. So that was a great topic matter, I have to say, to bring up nutrition. And you can apply that to any interest, like whatever your interest is. If you have a home business, all it is you audit what you're interested in. Like I've got 5 or 6 things that I'm really interested in. We'll say, food and nutrition, wellness, we'll lump that into one. And travel, art, music. I play guitar. I love learning about money and family and friends and food. Those are my main interests. So that's what I post about. I do live feeds of me playing guitar. It has nothing to do with my home business, right? But I do it because I love it. And it surrounds myself with people that are of a like mind. Same thing when I talk about organic food and putting some conscious thought into the decisions that I make about what I put into my mouth. That may or may not have anything to do with my business, but I put it out there. It gets shared by people that like it, and it draws more people. And I surround myself with people that are more or less like-minded. It's a pretty cool deal. And some of them sign up with me, and we make money together, and we get healthy together. Making money and getting healthy together is awesome. Honestly, I'd love all my friends to do this with me, but not all of them will, and that's fine because I've got a lot of friends that don't do this with me, but they share it with their friends. Their friends see it, and they're like, yeah, I want to do this with that guy. And so that happens too. So you just let it happen organically and naturally. I think maybe what I like most about it, I don't know about most, but what I like up there with most about it is the fact that I just put all this stuff out there, and I don't have to worry about charging a fee because I don't. It's all free. I just put out there what I'm interested in. Like, remember I talked about just a few minutes ago about doing an audit and figuring out what is it that I'm interested in. And I just put content about what I am intrinsically, innately turned on by, right? I put all that stuff out there and it's free. I don't worry about anything. I just put it all out there. And it comes, people suddenly want to sign up with me. It happens. And that's a really great way to build a business where it's unforced and completely natural and organic. Just talk about what you love, even if it has nothing to do with your business. I mean, I just said I play guitar and I'll do live feeds and nothing to do with my business. But people see it, and I talk about ideas that I think are really great, whether it's about healthcare. Yeah, sometimes I'll touch on that. Why not? Whatever it happens to be, great ideas about money or medicinal aspects of food, and it may or may not have anything to do with my business, but it has something to do with what I'm interested in, what brings me happiness, and I put it out there, and people are attracted to it, and some of those people want to do a home business, which is great. So I'll let somebody else name a topic now, I guess. There's twice as many people on now than when I started that rant, so I have no idea what you heard. If anybody wants me to bring a magnifying glass on anything I've been talking about, just name it, or if you have a question, or if you have a comment. Hi Angie, hi Kat, hi Mel, hi Nikki, hey Cheyenne. How's the girls, Cheyenne? I hope they're doing well. Hi Nikki, hey Mary Beth, my friend of 17 years or something like that. Alex, Tina, a new friend, Tina, we just became friends. Donna. Okay, I'm caught up in that now. Donna and Kat. Okay, so I don't want to talk anymore unless you guys engage me with something, whether it be a question or a comment. I just gave you incredible information. Pretty incredible information. And if you just signed on now, you missed it. But I'll most likely put this on my Facebook timeline when it's all done, so you can go back and see it if you want to. So, somebody engage me with an idea or something to go off on. And if you don't, then I'm just going to say this ran its course and I'll end it now. Hi, Angie. Is your superfood shake vegan? Yes, there's a vegan and a non-vegan option. I like doing the vegan option. My favorite is the vegan chocolate. There's also vegan vanilla. There's vegan cafe latte. And vegan tropical blend. And if you'd like to know more about that, Nikki, or if you'd like the direct link, I should say, then Facebook private message me. Mal wants me to talk about cannabis oil. I'm a big supporter of it. Cannabis oil. Okay, sure, why not? Not just the oil. Honestly, I'm passionately in favor of the government just outright legalizing on the federal level so that states have no rights to take people's rights away. States shouldn't have individual rights when it comes to taking people's rights away. That includes weed, whether it's for leisure or medical. And I don't even smoke it. I've never smoked weed. I have no interest in it whatsoever. I just happen to be one of those selfless individuals that believes in fighting harder for other people's rights than my own. Wouldn't it be great if everybody believed in that? And the only reason, when I was a kid, I believed what I was told, basically, that weed, marijuana, whatever they were telling us with the propaganda that was pumped out to us, that it's so bad for your health, it's going to destroy you, right? That's bullshit. It actually is very threatening to the profits of private health insurance companies and mostly pharmaceutical companies. So they dish out these lies as to why it's bad for you and should be illegal, and we have a system of legalized bribery known as donation money. Republicans and Democrats joyously participate in those legalized bribes, and they never disclose those conflicts of interest. So that's why both people on the left and the right, most of them, but that's starting to flip now finally, thankfully. But that's what we have. So yeah, I personally am in favor of it because of all the science and evidence that it's very good. Maybe not so much smoked, but that goes to are we a free country or not. But as far as the oil, the CBD oil, yeah, it's absolutely medicinal. And it should be legalized recreationally or medicinal or otherwise at the federal level. States should not have the right to take people's rights away from them. And I don't smoke anything, and I'm advocating this. So, hi Morgan. Hi Nikki. I won't get you started on the corruption and big pharma. Why not, Mal? I could get started on that. Maybe I will go off on that. If nobody gives me another topic to talk about, I will. Hi, Angel. Hi, Beth. You're laughing. So does anybody else have something they want me to focus on, or a talking point, or a question that they have? Somebody had a question about my superfood shakes. I certainly loved that, and I loved answering it for them. And Mel, what you're advocating I talk about, I don't know if that's in alignment with the topic of this video, though it's certainly fun to talk about, don't get me wrong. Maybe I'll do another live feed about that. I don't know. Well, what do you guys think? Should I open up another live feed and talk about the corruption in Big Pharma? Do you think I should? I could tie it into single payer healthcare, Medicare for everybody. Controlling your own destiny. That's a big topic matter. All right. Okay, Kimberly, how about this? I'll take your big open umbrella topic matter about how to control your own destiny, and I'll focus it into one little thing that's applicable to everybody. The only way you can control your destiny or have a degree of control over it is to build up your own passive and residual money. And here's why. When you're working a job, or most self-employed experiences, you have to keep showing up or you stop getting paid. Therefore, you are controlled and manipulated through the dependency of money to pay bills and eat. That's not freedom, that's tyranny. It's a big pyramid scam. So if you want to be free from that nonsense, you have to build passive and residual money. Passive money means that you have an income coming in that covers you, all your bills, all your expenses, your food, everything. It covers you whether you show up or not. So now you can step off, you can get off your hamster wheel, and you're still going to have money coming in which covers you. What that means is you can spend your time doing whatever the flip you want. Anything your heart desires or doesn't desire, it doesn't matter. You decide what you want to do with your time because you're a free human being. So that is the only way to have control over your destiny. And that's all I teach too in my home business is passive and residual income. That's all I teach anybody. Because I like freedom. I don't like pyramid scams and I don't like tyranny. Therefore, I only teach passive and residual money. What is in my shake? Amethyst Smith says, a bunch of superfood ingredients. There's 80 some odd or 70 or 80 some odd ingredients in it. I don't think I'm going to go over them all here. But it's all whole food. Whole foods, meaning no isolates. And an isolate could be sugar, could be oil. A whole food is basically like, I don't know, we'll take a blueberry for example. The whole blueberries, they didn't extract just the protein from it or just the carbs or just the naturally occurring sugars or the phytochemicals. It's the whole blueberry. So every ingredient you see on there, all 70 or 80 of them, of these superfoods, it's the whole superfoods and there's no isolates. And when you look at the nutritional information on the bag, you know how every other product, they'll tell you how much vitamin A, vitamin B, C, and all that stuff? That's because there's isolates in it so they can get exact with the vitamin count. And not that that particular thing is necessarily bad, but these superfood shakes are so pure and innocent that they don't have a vitamin count on the bag. It's one of my favorite questions that I get from customers and prospective customers is, I can't see how much vitamin A and C and all these other things are. And it's like, that's right, because there's no isolates. It's all just whole food superfoods. So they can't give you an exact vitamin count and all that stuff. So it's just not there. But all the ingredients are listed so you can see like blueberries, chaga mushrooms, and arugula, and mushrooms, and onions, and acai berries, and spirulina, and all sorts of goodness. But it's the whole thing. And what's really great about that is it's nature, and nature knows our systems better than any man-made isolate or genetically modified this or that. So I think that's why it probably works so well. And if you'd like the link to that, Amethyst or anybody else, just Facebook private message me. I'll send you the link. You can check it out and look at all the ingredients and see everything that's in it. Hi, Melissa. Sound good, dear. Thank you, Melissa. A couple of Melissas in here. All right. I'm caught up. Anybody else want me to talk about something? Anybody at all? You can just throw a word out there or a sentence or a comment or a question. And to go back to what Mel was talking about, corruption and big pharma, would you guys like me to, hi Natalie, would you guys like me to start a new live feed and talk about the corruption of pharmaceutical? How do you get it? Yes, Amethyst. Make sure you Facebook private message me and I'll give you a link so you can see how to look at everything that's in it, and if you want to buy it, you can also buy it there as well. Just make sure you private message me and I'll get you the link, okay? Kimberly says, yes, I should do another video talking about pharmaceutical corruption. Natalie, hi Natalie, good to see you. And the comments have stopped. Yeah, the only reason I don't want to talk about big corruption in pharmaceutical industries in this video is because it doesn't really have anything to do with the title of the video, and I like to keep my content consistent between the title and what's behind the title. I like to keep that consistent. So maybe I will do one in a little bit about corruption in pharmaceutical. And I can talk about single-payer healthcare, Medicare for everyone. Yeah, it's a cool deal. Yeah, so maybe I will do that. So if nobody has anything else, I'll give you another second if somebody is in the midst of typing something. You're welcome, Mel. So Mel and Kimberly and Natalie and anyone else, if I start another live feed in a few minutes, you're going to show up, you're going to invite your friends and share it on your timeline. It'll be about corruption in the pharmaceutical industry. You know what? I could even go further than that. I could even talk about the floods that are happening in Houston and how that was, to the extreme that those floods were, was absolutely created by man-made global warming, specifically ExxonMobil. I could certainly talk about that. Or just talk about big business corruption in general. Okay, you said yes, yes. Okay, cool. Well then, if nobody has anything else to talk about, I would say in about the next 3 minutes, I'll say 3 minutes, I will start another live feed. Your house is underwater. Kim, that sucks, man. Stay safe. I hope you guys are safe. I'm assuming you are since you're on this thing. I'm sorry to hear about your house. Alright, so I'm going to end this now. Nobody has any more ideas about the current subject matter, and I will start my new live feed about the corruption in pharmaceuticals, and I might touch on the floods in Houston, about how to the extreme the floodings are. Was absolutely created by global warming, ExxonMobil in specific. So I'll be back soon on my timeline. And guys, make sure you can, there's a place on my timeline you can tap on to make sure that you see all of my updates and all of my posts. Otherwise, Facebook isn't going to show them to you, and you might miss something that you'd be interested in. So feel free to, I don't know if it's follow or subscribe or whatever that function is, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. So bye for now. And my website is tombirkenmeyer.com. Bye for now.